Well, I don't get to play much Halo 2. I have to say, when I play with my colleagues at work, I get slaughtered so fast, it's unbelievable when I'm on Xbox Live. Project Gotham Racing, I'm a little better at. It's nice to have a job where gaming is a serious pursuit, and we get to think about that and talk about that. And playing around with the latest technology, whether it's new PCs, looking at new software, sitting down with researchers. It's why I think my job is the best. Warren thinks his is the best, but I'm sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm in meetings a lot. My calendar gets very full with those, and then at night, after the kids have gone to bed, I'm on email a great deal. I get messages during the day. That's my chance to give long responses. And then over the weekend, I send a lot of mail as well. I take 2 weeks a year to just go off and read and think, where I'm not interrupted by work or anything else. I'm just solidly trying to think about the future, and people get to send me things to read as part of that so-called Think Week. So it's a nice mix of things. About 25% of the time that I'm out traveling around, meeting with customers, Europe, Asia, and that sort of helps me think, okay, do we have the right priorities? What are people responding well to, and what would they like to see us do better?
Normal day in the life of Elon Musk like?
Well, it's really varied quite a bit over time. So these days, it's probably 80, 85 hours a week. For a while, it was over 100 hours a week, and that's a very high amount of pain. So it's, the difficulty and pain of work hours really increases exponentially. It's not linear. But when the financial crisis hit in 2008, 2009, it was just every day, 7 days a week, morning till night, and dream about work.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was terrible.
And at the time there were bad dreams, I guess.
Bad dreams,
2008.
Indeed. Yes. Yeah.
And at what time do you get up normally in the morning?
For me, it's usually about 7.
7, okay.
But I go to bed late, so usually I go to bed around 1 a.m. or so.
1 a.m. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you start the day with a real breakfast, or just with a coffee, or with a water?
That also varies a lot. I think it's probably true that having a good breakfast is a good idea, but usually I don't have time for that. So sometimes it's made for me, but probably half the time I don't have any breakfast. I had to also have like coffee or something like that.
And a Mars bar with it?
Mars bar, sure. And I'm trying to cut down on sweet stuff. So, but I think I probably should have like an omelet and a coffee or something like that. That seems like probably the right thing. And sometimes I do have that.
And for lunch? Is there lunch?
Yeah. So, lunch is usually served to me during a meeting, and I finish it in 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad habit.
And dinner?
Dinner is where the calories really come into play, because there's, if I have dinner meetings are the worst, because then you eat enough for like 2 people in those things, because you have the appetizer and the main course and all that stuff. So business dinners are like the thing that really, where I probably eat way too much.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have problems with your weight?
I certainly could be slimmer, I think. Yeah.
What?
Do you work out then? Do you do sports?
I work out once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Once or twice.
You should.
I should do it more often, for sure.
And what are you doing? You run through the forest, or?
Run through the forest? No.
Yeah.
Usually just like a little bit on the treadmill or on lifting some weights, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
How do you become a billionaire? Perhaps some of the answers can be found by watching Naveen go about his strict daily routine.
I wake up about 4:30 and 5, and between 5 and 5:15, I am working on email, catching up on news, looking at the blogs, looking at the different opinions. Because people just don't sleep. I mean, they're working 24/7. Somewhere around the world, people are awake and working. So you're always constantly being bombarded with request, information, or just sometimes news. And so in the morning, I wake up and I, take care of my mind. And then after that, I work out, and that's taking care of my body. And then I do meditate before I go to work, so that takes care of my soul. Business is like a war. You have to be completely prepared. And unless you have mind, body, and soul really all ready for it, you just can't fight that battle. I do work very, very long hours, and I realize there is really no substitute. I mean, it doesn't matter how smart you are, there's just no substitute for hard work. If you want to succeed in life, you have to be absolutely at your best. And the only way to be absolutely at the best is to give it 100% of yourself. This is my commuter car, so I drive it every day to work. Most people buy a car and keep it in the garage. I drive them every day.
A lot of people assume that entrepreneurs take chances. Is that true?
Not true at all. In fact, entrepreneurs actually hate risk. Only play the game that you can win. Making money is a byproduct of doing things that you really enjoy doing. It is never a goal in itself. And it's like having sex and orgasm. You have to enjoy the process and not focus on the end goal. People actually who focus on end goal, like getting an orgasm, never get one.